right, so we're going to move on to the final movie, our most recent release. It's True Grit, directed by the Coen brothers. And I just wanted to get it out there now. I hope there's not like a whole big follow-up of John Wayne remakes after this.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Good Lord. Please don't let this be the stepping stone. But True Grit is about a 14-year-old girl whose father is murdered. She's played by Hailee Steinfeld. Mm-hmm. This is kind of a new thing for her. She's kind of an up-and-comer.
Yep.
So she goes to this old west town. She's in I guess it's Arkansas, but it's not kind of west. Western for the time period.
Yeah.
And she wants to hire bounty hunters to hunt down the guy that killed her father. And she's one of those overeducated children that you just...
Headstrong.
Yeah, headstrong, overeducated, and probably a lot smarter than the bounty hunters that she's hired, who are played by the rowdiest one is played by Jeff Bridges.
Brewster Cogburn.
He plays the guy that John Wayne played. Mm-hmm. And then there's another one played by Matt Damon, who's the Texas Ranger, who's from the Alamo, and full of a lot of Western American idiosyncrasies.
Yeah.
But they go on so she hires Jeff Bridges, and they go hunting for the man who killed her father, and Matt Damon kind of tags along because he's hunting the same guy, and they just kind of become this little trio, kind of run into the old kind of Western hijinks, some shoot-offs, some various campfire stories, and it all kind of comes up in the end with the hero kind of moment. So I kind of enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Western fan to start out with, but I am a huge Coen Brothers fan.
Yeah.
And basically I'll give them any kind of respect they deserve. But this one was a little disappointing for me.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the biggest parts is the trailer has that Johnny Cash song playing through it.
Yeah.
It has this. I was getting ready for some big amped up soundtrack-driven Western, and it was just mediocre. I don't know. I'm sure Jeff Bridges was the most disappointing character in this. He just played hippie drunk, which in the Old West, I don't think they had hippies. So he's all like talking about Zen, and so it's his Men Who Stare at Goats character and meets Western. I was really disappointed in Jeff Bridges' performance in this one. Maybe it's just the character that was made for him. I mean, maybe his performance was okay, and I just don't like the character that was made for him. I think actually my favorite character, which was really sad, was Matt Damon, just because he played such a ridiculous character. I mean, in one part, he just decides to take the 14-year-old girl and beat her. And I'm like, yes, because she's so headstrong that I actually was annoyed by her.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I was all rooting for Matt Damon when he just takes her down, starts beating her with the cane. I'm like, yes. But still, the little girl played really good. I really liked the performance she gave, but I have to say that probably the worst character in the show was my favorite, just because he was such a character, and the movie itself just kind of felt like that kind of thing. It just felt like it was a desperate attempt to meet Hollywood, because it was only PG-13. Yeah, and Coen Brothers don't have a problem with R-rated movies. Their audience is going to go. So I think that they really just had to play to Hollywood on this one, and I felt that in the movie.
What grade did you give that?
Oh, I gave it a C+.
C+. Well, I disagree. I gave it an A, and I've been really nice to these movies. I mean, all A's across the board.
You're letting the critics just drive your thoughts there.
I think from the trailers, they're trying to sell this movie as kind of more like the No Country for Old Men or the Blood Simple Coen Brothers. Yeah. And to be fair, this is more of an Oh Brother Art Thou kind of Coen Brothers movie. This is actually more of a comedy, I think, than anything else. The dialogue is really, really funny at times, and especially between the dynamics between the three characters. And I think Hailee Steinfeld as Maddie Ross, I think she stole the show. Agreed. Every scene she's in, she steals. And for a first-time movie actor, that's really impressive. It's to steal scenes from Jeff Bridges and Matt Damon. And I liked the Rooster Cogburn character. I think I thought he was charismatic enough. There are times where he's very mumbly and almost indiscernible. And for a mainstream movie, it's kind of annoying. But I thought I dug the character. I liked the performance by Jeff Bridges. And the cinematography, I think, is really, really nice in this. Roger Deakins, who's been their DP for pretty much since, I think, Miller's Crossing. He really just has an eye for the camera, and with the Western, the cool thing you get to do is you get to really show off your landscaping technique, and he does that a lot in this movie. And it is very just classic Hollywood formula movie, but it works. It's not cliched. It's just a classic Hollywood movie, and it's probably because it is a remake. And they get to put their stamp on it with their dialogue and with their crazy quirkiness and stuff like that. But I think it reminds you of what genre movies should be. You shouldn't go, and be disappointed because genre movies have become special effects movies, unfortunately. And the cool thing about this movie is it's just as entertaining as a special effects movie, but there are no special effects. So I liked it quite a bit, and you have to admit, it's probably 100 times better than Jonah Hex.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, and that has the Brolin in it, too.
Yeah, Josh Brolin, who plays the killer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was a great movie. That's our show for today. And I just want to say before we let out, this has been kind of a crappy year for movies. Kind of a crappy, especially crappy summer for blockbusters. But I have to say that the Oscar season has been one of the best I've seen in a long time. So we had to wait 8 months for good movies, but finally they're there, and all of these movies that we reviewed today, Black Swan, 127 Hours, The Fighter, and True Grit, I think are all worth your time and money. You should go out and see them, especially before the Oscars in February. And catch us next week, because we'll be doing our top 5 and bottom 5 movie, or week after next, top 5, bottom 5 movies of 2010, and check us out on YouTube, /videoclerks.